Peter. All right.
All right. Hey, everybody. Hello, Cubs. Happy Friday to you. This is the CUBmunnity Broadcast 8. We have a very special guest. We have Sarah Black with us today. Thank you for being here, Ms. Black. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm ready.
All right. Excellent.
All right.
Well, you're new to us this year, and you've been a fabulous addition. Can you tell us a little bit about where you came from?
Yeah. So I was born and raised on a 13-mile-long island called St. Thomas, and that is located in the Caribbean Ocean by Puerto Rico. I grew up around a whole bunch of different cultures. I learned French in elementary school. I learned Spanish in middle school. And my mom was a Spanish teacher. So I have been fostering a lot of languages in my head for a long time. And even in high school, I learned some Japanese too. So that was pretty cool.
Dang. Okay, well, the thing I want to mention, one of my favorite things about you is your dang makeup skills. How in the world did you learn to get so good at it? Like, tell us how that became a thing that you're good at.
So I actually started in middle school, and it was atrocious, obviously, when you start out. But I used to try it on at home. My mom was always in the makeup, and so I would always put on her makeup and put on her high heels and just kind of prance around. And I also used to make these little menus for Sunday breakfast. I would offer my mom and dad a menu, and my dad always said the same thing at the end of all the breakfast, and it was put it on my tab. So that was fun.
I love that. Well, there's a funny movie that Steve Carell's in. I can't remember the title, but he gets like a couple speeding tickets, and he tells the cop, "Put it on my tab." And I remember as a kid thinking that was like one of the funniest lines ever. Just like, I don't know, I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love it.
So I have a question about where you went to college.
So I went to two different colleges. For my bachelor's degree, I went to West Liberty University, which is up in the northernmost part of West Virginia. It's basically just an hour and a half between Columbus, Ohio, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So I had a lot of cool culture experiences there too. And then for my master's degree, I went to Marshall University, which they made a movie about. It's called We Are Marshall.
I've seen that.
That's the school I went to.
Dang.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite like college experience? Like what's something that you look back on with like fun memories?
I actually helped to make a fine arts night with my fellow art people, and it was an all-night deal. Like, we did not go to sleep for the entire night. It was an all-night thing, and we had different activities in the fine arts building. So you could go over and watch some like cool movies that were made very artsy on a projector screen, or you could go into the graphic design lab and do some fun things with the computer and graphic arts, or you could go into the printmaking studio and like have some fun with the printing press. My favorite thing to do though was to go into the painting studio, and I mean, we did whatever we wanted. We basically made like giant like paintings on these big rolls of paper. And I mean, I remember like sticking my feet in the paint, just walking across it and doing all kinds of craziness. And it was just super fun and a great time. And what a way to spend your entire night.
That's so cool.
That's great.
Awesome.
So I'm going to bounce around a little bit on my question. What kind of music were you into growing up, middle school, high school, especially growing up in such a diverse area?
So I listened to several different things. The main thing was dance hall music, so like Sean Paul and like Bob Marley kind of stuff. But we also listened to a lot of R&B because a lot of people are African American down there, and we wanted to stay with the American culture. But I'm not gonna lie, I definitely like bopped to some Backstreet Boys back in the day too. So I kind of had a sampling. We also listened to this radio station. I'll never forget it. It was 106.9, and it was a Puerto Rican station. Because Puerto Rico is only about 20 miles away from us. So we got that station on our radio, and I listened to that every day. And it was like really fast paced and like Hispanic music. And I remember at the end, like when they would do their commercials, they're like, La Mega Estación. And I'm like, yes. Like, I loved it.
That's awesome. And so I know that you've shared this with me before, but like, what kind of kid were you in school? What were, we obviously know you're really into arts and you had like a lot of background of stuff, but like, what was your vibe?
Nerd. I was definitely a giant nerd. My mom's a teacher, so I couldn't mess up in school, or else I definitely like got it at home. I knew better. Um, uh, all the kids knew me. In sixth grade, actually, we had a Fear Street Club. We were really into R.L. Stein, and I had like all the books at that time, like all of them. And I had them in a separate desk. My teacher lent me a separate desk so I could put all the books in there, like a little library. And I actually lent out the books to other kids for 10 cents a day.
That is awesome.
And,
Entrepreneur, man.
yeah, and I earned so much money from the kids borrowing the books that our Fear Street Club, we used to play Uno every day, by the way. I am the Uno queen.
Nice.
At lunch. But we earned enough money from renting the books every day to have a pizza party at the end of the year, like on the beach. So that was fun.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What kind of books were you into, Boudry, like when you were a kid?
Shoot, I read like Sports Illustrated for kids until I got to high school, and that was about it. But when I went to high school, I got into a college prep English class. I don't know why, but my mom's friend was the teacher, and so she just put me in it, and she really got me into books. So she kind of got me into some old Western like Louis L'Amour, and then she got me into some sports books. I remember reading like Friday Night Lights, like All Quiet on the Western Front, and then after that you just all the classics. So
just
nice.
By the way, my husband's
now I am totally into like Philip Margolin. He's a crime novelist. He's from Portland, like he's
cool.
an ex-attorney.
Oh, he's frozen. What were you saying while he's unfrozen?
My husband was listening to Boudry's list and like giving him a thumbs up. He was like,
Boudry, you're breaking up bad, bud. But so your husband likes the same books. So Boudry,
yeah.
Sarah's husband was giving you the thumbs up for your book list.
Oh, Philip Margolin, or which one?
Louis L'Amour and all the everything basically you said. He's like,
yeah, sweet.
If you like the All Quiet on the Western Front, you should check out Storm of Steel.
He said you should check out Storm of Steel.
Ooh, okay, I'm writing it down. Storm of Steel. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was a big I liked the like young adult stuff. I still honestly that's really what I read as young adult. I loved when I was a kid I loved reading like the Harriet the Spy and of course the Harry Potters and the R.L. Steins and anything that was like little that for that age group. I still like that. I feel like they write really well for kids. But R.L. Stein, I remember they came out with a Choose Your Own Adventure. R.L. Stein. Oh, I thought that I like lost my stuff. I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever heard of in my life. Did you have that one?
I did. Oh, you bet I did. Yeah. No, R.L. Stein really like kind of made me start reading like Stephen King and like all these like it has to be creepy for me to want to read it. Like if it doesn't have a vampire or a werewolf or a ghost, I'm not into it. So
nice.
So when I broke up, did you guys hear me talk about Philip Margolin?
No.
He's an author. He lives in Portland. He's from Portland and was an attorney there, and writes super graphic like crime novels that are really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like John Grisham style or different?
John Grisham, probably rated R though. More rated R.
Sarah might like it then because
that's what I'm saying. You'd like it.
So Sarah, I have another question for you. We always ask people about food. What's like your go-to? Like if you had one meal left on this earth, what would you eat?
Sushi, hands down. Sushi, and my favorite fish is yellowtail sushi. Oh my god. It's like really stinky. The stinkier the fish, the better. I think being from the Caribbean, like I love red snapper and stuff like that. We obviously have weird names for fish in the Caribbean. Like one fish is called old wife because it has an underbite, so it looks like, I don't know, just an old lady. We have one we call it yellowtail, but it's not like a yellowfin tuna or anything like that. But yeah, I think it's a snapper. But yeah, yellowtail sushi is my like favorite, and it has to be raw. And I love putting a lot of that wasabi in that soy sauce, man. The spicier, the better.
Nice.
Awesome. Where's one place that you would like to travel to someday?
Bora Bora.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a beach snob, and that water looks just as pretty as from where I'm from. So that would be the only other place I'd care to go swimming.
That's the thing is, man, like I grew up going to Destin, Florida, which is in the Gulf, and it's like literally white sand and like blue beach. And so same thing, I became like kind of a snob when I'd go places that weren't that pretty. So when we moved here from Colorado, I was 9, and I wasn't really that smart when it came to geography. I'm still not that smart when it's geography based. And we moved here, my mom's like, we're going to Oregon, and I saw it on a map. I'm like, oh, it's a beach. And so I like put on a bathing suit our first time out, and I was like, what is this crap? This is not swimmable water. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
What is where like so Bora Bora, I know that like the Kardashians stayed there once. That's all I really know. What else like intrigues you about Bora Bora?
Basically just the water. I like the fact that they have these villas that you can stay in. It's basically a hotel room over the water.
Yes.
There's a bunch of like sticks, and then you can like literally just like wake up, like put on your bathing suit and just jump out like your porch. Like that sounds amazing. Let's go.
That's awesome. All right, are you ready for our this or that list?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a bunch of questions, and you're going to tell me this or that, and we're doing a summer edition today, okay?
Okay.
Ice cream or popsicles?
Popsicles.
A tropical trip or a camping trip?
Tropical trip. Ew, camping is legit like just practicing being homeless. I'm not about it.
Boudry and I love camping, but I also like it. It took me a while to like it. My favorite part of camping is making pie iron pizza, so I like bougie camping. I've also done backpacking, but
short story, my husband and I, when we got married, our honeymoon was camping. I made that decision. I was like, yeah, I've never been. Let's do this. Worst day of our lives. It rained. Like there was like spiders everywhere. It was not okay. And like I got like sick to my stomach, and we had to leave early. So that was my camping experience. I'm good. So
I totally got you. Do you like ocean or pool better?
Ocean.
Strawberries or marshmallows?
Oh my God, I have to choose. Marshmallows.
Summer reading list or summer playlist?
Summer playlist.
Sandals or barefoot?
Barefoot.
Outdoor movie or outdoor concert?
Oh, outdoor concert.
Sundress or shorts?
Sundress.
Yeah, me too. I hate shorts. And then the last question is not summer. Salty or sweet? I ask every time.
Sweet.
Oh, man, I'm salty.
I'm salty enough.
Nice. All right, let's do game number 1, Boudry.
All right, we're gonna go to a little trivia round for you. We're gonna start with some movie trivia. So I'm gonna ask you a question, and then I'm gonna give you 2 to 3 multiple choice answers to choose from.
Okay.
You always have something to choose from. All right, you ready?
Okay.
Okay. First question. What 1994 crime film revitalized John Travolta's career? Was it Face Off, Pulp Fiction, or Look Who's Talking?
Look Who's Talking.
Pulp Fiction?
Yes!
Bro, I guessed.
Good job.
Yeah.
All right. In the movie Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, I got this.
You got this? All right. Starring Morgan Freeman and Tim Robbins, the main character, Andy Dufresne, crawls through how many yards of poop to escape? Is it 100 yards, 500 yards, or 1,000 yards of poop-smelling foulness?
I want to say 500 yards.
Boom.
Yes!
Bingo.
2 for 2.
Excellent. On a roll here. Here we go. In the action thriller Speed. Have you seen it?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Okay. Why is Annie, Sandra Bullock's character, why is her driver's license suspended? Parking tickets, hit and run, or speeding?
Speeding, I'm guessing.
Speeding.
Gosh, that's such a giveaway. I love it. It'd be funny if it wasn't Speed, though. Like, speeding since the name is Speed, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. What is the highest grossing movie of all time when not taking inflation into account? Is it Avengers Endgame, Avatar, or Titanic?
Titanic, I'd guess.
It's a great guess, but according to alltimeworldboxoffice.com, it's Avengers Endgame.
Ugh, I'm
Close
not
to
an
3
Avengers
billion in
person.
sales.
Just Batman. It's the only one I care about.
Like Thor Ragnarok? Yes. Other than that,
Yeah.
I got 2 left.
okay.
Okay, here we go. What Martin Scorsese movie holds the all-time record for F-bombs?
You think I know this one?
Is it Gangs of New York, The Departed, or Wolf of Wall Street?
I'd say Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah! Yeah, you're right. Woohoo!
Yay.
Got it?
Mhm.
I think I froze.
Yep.
I have to say it just because of interest. It's 506 times at an average rate of 2.81 words a minute.
Wow, that's almost as much as I say the F word.
All right, here we go. Last one. What movie is this quote from? Get busy living or get busy dying? Is it from Shawshank Redemption, Goodfellas, or Platoon?
I'd say Platoon.
Sorry, Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, Andy Dufresne, come on.
All right.
Neho.
Okay, good job.
Okay, I love this next one. It's so goofy.
Okay, here we go. A little whisper challenge.
I'm gonna pull it
Chloe
up
and
on my
I
phone.
will take turns turning off our mics. And when we do that, we'll say a phrase out loud and you lip read and then tell us tell us back what we said.
Have you guys ever seen the bad lip reading like videos on YouTube?
Yeah, it's so funny.
So this is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'll start. I'm gonna go ahead and mute. I'll
I'm
say
gonna
it. Go ahead, Chloe.
I just want to let you know too that they're not, some of them are common, like some of them are phrases, some of them are not. So don't think that it has to be something that you've heard before. It could just be like a jumbling of words, okay?
Great.
Okay, here we go.
We'll say it a couple times each, okay? Oh, Boudre, you're frozen. Here, if he doesn't come back on in a second, I'll take over this one and he can do the next one, okay? Boudre, you coming back? Boudre, you were frozen, so you want to start again right now.
Pierce, you're the man. I don't know.
No, I like Pierce the man.
He is the man, but that was pickles on buns.
What?
All right. Go ahead, Chloe.
Olive juice.
Boom. All right. Okay.
Huge fart.
One more.
What is it?
That would be a good one.
Oh.
Eat your foot. Eat your foot.
Eat your what in the world?
Chloe's up. Here we go.
Homie, don't play that.
Boom. Yeah. Good job.
Why? Like why?
All right. One more.
Okay.
This one's really long.
Oh, all right.
And it's from a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Oof.
Okay. Here we go.
Josh, this is so hard.
It looks like you're saying you always taking my piece of the sandwich. But I'm sure that wasn't part of a Quentin Tarantino movie. It should
No.
be.
Josh, you tell her.
You gonna bark all day, little doggy, or are you gonna bite?
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was a long one. That might have been too long. So
Yeah, but it's so funny.
It wouldn't have mattered. I don't know why I cannot
I like
read your
your
lips
answer.
at all.
All right, so this next one is our Name That Tune. And so I'm going to play a clip of a song. I just will play a little bit of the beginning, and then if you need to, I'll skip to the middle so you can hear not just like the intro. You get a point if you name the artist and a point if you can name the song, okay?
Oof. Okay.
All right. You got this. Okay, first one. I'm trying to, sorry, we have a long playlist. Holy moly. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Oh, gotta reconnect.
I'll take a minute. Some pre-advertising really quick.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
I'll go to the middle.
No, I know what it is.
Okay, go ahead.
It's Snoop Dogg, Drop It Like It's Hot.
Yay! 2 points.
You don't need our middle.
Yeah.
She's like, I got this. Okay, next one. Oh, it has an ad. Okay.
Bring it.
I got this one too.
Okay.
Will Smith getting jiggy with it.
Love it.
Ooh,
Feeling the
Wheels on
music.
Fire.
Okay, ready next?
Yes.
Okay, the beginning's kind of slow, so I'm just gonna skip to the middle on this one.
Okay. Okay. Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer.
Dude, 3 for 3. Jeez.
I don't know if we've ever had a 3-fer before.
No, we have not. And both the song and the artist. Okay, ready?
Yes. Oh, I got this one.
Okay.
Bee Gees, Staying Alive.
Girlfriend, 4 for 4. 8 out of 8. I'm so impressed. Okay, this one's a little
All
harder.
right now.
Yeah,
On fire.
fire. Okay, this one's the oldest. It's gonna take you a little back, okay?
Okay.
This one's our harder one. It's a beautiful song. I'm gonna skip to the middle.
Watching the tide roll away.
Okay, I'll go to part of the song because I always do 2 parts.
Yeah.
It's 2,000 miles I roam just to make this.
I mean, I've heard it before, but I don't know. I don't know either of them.
No problem. It's Sitting on the Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding.
Ah.
Okay, last one. This is a classic, and it's due to today's date. Okay, you'll know
Okay.
this one. So you're gonna be like 5 out of 6. That's insane.
I think I already know what you're gonna play.
What? Okay, what is it?
It's Justin Timberlake or NSYNC. It's gonna be me or
Yes!
What? How'd you do that?
I share that meme every May 1st.
I do. I share it with my students. So every year, every last school day of April, I've played it for the last 8 years. And I shared it with my students yesterday. I sent it through Remind on my Google Classroom. So
I'm still mad about the Otis Redding thing. I'm like sitting on the
oh,
duck
no
crap.
problem. Girlfriend, you crushed the Name That Tune. Holy Toledo. But I gotta just show you because I think you'll love it. I got students. Oh man, I'm just having a hard time organizing my phone. I had kiddos over the last couple days send me memes of like students I had. So I had a student like from years ago, Katie Hartzell. It's gonna be May, and then I had just Kit Julie sent me the YouTube link. It's gonna be May. So it's been pretty like Ken Lair. It's one of my things.
That's
I like
awesome.
that it's one of your things too. It's pretty special that we share that.
Oh, I love Justin Timberlake. He's so funny.
Do you like the Brillo pad hair?
No, that was a mistake, clearly. But the whole slick back, like, fade thing he's got going on, oh, honey.
I
Like,
know.
yes.
He is my mom's, like, one major crush that she's like, yeah, he's a cutie, Have you seen his SNL that obviously he's done a million, but my favorite's when he kind of, he plays that guy going on the Titanic and he riffs on himself the whole time because they're making fun of Justin Timberlake, but it's really him. Yeah, I don't know. It's so funny.
I like it when he dresses up as one of the brothers from I think it's the Bee Gees, and him and what's the other guy's name? Jimmy Fallon. Yeah, they get interviewed, and the entire time Justin Timberlake is like, they're always like, hey, do you want to say something? He's like, no, I don't. And like the other guy like gets really animated and he goes, woo! And the other guy's like, no, I don't.
Yeah, I loved it. I love him so much. Well, thank you so much for being on our show, Sarah. Oh, I got to count your points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points. Way to go.
Woo!
Well, Sarah, do you have any last words for our Cubs before we sign off?
Just that this has been an amazing year, and I'm going to miss everyone next year. I don't know where I'm going to be heading next, but I'm sure it's going to be near an ocean again because it's been too nice out here.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Sarah, so much.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, Cubs.